Evicting a tenant is one of the hardest things you will do as a landlord. But if you don't do it right, you can lose thousands, get sued. And this is not a game. This is your business. And today, we're going to walk you through step-by-step eviction process from start to finish. No fear, no fluff, just facts. The warning signs: miss rent. Consistent late or missed rent payments are the first and most common red flag. Property damage. If the tenant is destroying or neglecting the property, it signals deeper issues. Police activity or legal use. Any criminal activity or police reports related to your property can jeopardize your investment. Hostile communication. Aggressive or manipulative behavior from the tenant can indicate future legal trouble. Some landlords wait too long and end up with tenant who hasn't paid in 6 months. Don't be that landlord. If they don't respect your lease, they don't respect your property, period. Know your state law. Every state has its own eviction rules, including how long notice must be given and what paperwork is required. New York, Connecticut, Texas, and Florida. These states have unique landlord-tenant laws, such as longer notice period or stricter rent control. When to use a lawyer versus DIY? In complex or contested case, hiring a lawyer is safer. In simple, clear-cut case, you might file paperwork yourself. Here's a tip for you. Bookmark your local housing court website. Get a pre-filled notice template from your local landlord association. Give proper notice. So what type of notice to give? Pay or quit. Gives tenant a chance to pay rent or leave. Cure or quit. Let tenant fix a lease violation. Unconditional quit. Ask tenant to leave immediately. No fixes. How to serve. Check your state law. Every law is different. It may require delivering notice in person, posting it on the door, or mailing it via certified mail. Or in some states, you have to hire a server separate from yourself or anyone else who has interest in the property, in the ownership. A landlord in Ohio lost their case because they mailed the notice but didn't certify it. The tenant said they never got it. Case dismissed. Delayed for 6 weeks. Go to the right court. Most eviction go through housing, civil, or small claim court. You must submit the eviction paperwork and evidence that you gave proper notice. Pay filing fee. Fees range from $50 to $500 depending on the state. Court date in 2 to 6 weeks. Expect delay based on local court calendar. Checklist. Copy of lease. Show the rules tenant agreed to. Rent ledger. Document all rent paid and owed. Communication history, text, emails, and calls about the issue. Paper showing tenant got the notice. Here's a tip for you. Be respectful in court. Judges hate sloppy paperwork. Be calm, concise, and prepared. Focus only facts, not emotion. Don't argue. Let the evidence speak. Stay respectful to the judge. Bring photos, videos, evidence if applicable. Pictures of damage, screenshots of text conversation, or surveillance footage would definitely help. One landlord bought a screenshot of a tenant's Facebook post admitting to breaking the lease. That sealed the deal. If judge rules in your favor, you get a possession order to remove tenant and may get money judgment for rent owed. Tenant usually gets 2 to 10 days to leave. Tenant may appeal or delay. Be ready for stall tactics. Here's a tip for you. Don't accept partial rent unless it's in writing. Set expectation clearly after court, preferably in writing. You cannot physically remove tenant. Only a sheriff or marshal can legally remove them. Pay for sheriff or marshal to carry out eviction. There is usually a small fee. You'll be giving a date and time when the tenant will be removed. Don't skip this step. It protects you legally. Change locks immediately. Protect the property. Document all damage. Take pictures and videos before cleaning. Take photos for deposit claims. You will need evidence to keep some of or all of the security deposit. Use property condition checklist with date stamps. Report damages to your landlord insurance company within 48 hours if you have one. Use money judgment to garnish wages or tax refund. If you didn't already get a judgment, file separately. Hiring collection agency should be your last resort. Yeah, of course, they take a cut, but they do the work. Remember, if you don't file, you will never collect. Make sure your lease covers every issue clearly. Better tenant screening, always check credit, income, rent history, and background. Prevent problems early by visiting a property every few months. Keep communication professional. Avoid emotional texts and calls. Eviction is your emergency exit, but screening is your front door security. Never forget that. You are not a bad person for evicting someone. You are running a business. Sometimes the hardest choices protect your future the most. Stay strong, stay legal, and stay controlled. If you find this valuable, hit subscribe and share it with another landlord. This is the Landlord Workshop, making you richer one property at a time.